Alright, it is a good morning. So today I was not able to trade or even watch the markets in the AM session. So I wanted to quickly hop on in the PM and see if anything was setting up. And I saw this and I was like, wow, this is great. So in the morning, I was expecting, as you guys know, if you've been watching my community post, I was watching these equal lows get swept after we took these equal highs. And I thought after we take this, we can hold this fair value gap and potentially retrace higher. Not anticipating that this high is going to get run today, but you never know, it could, because overall, I do still believe that the market is in a bullish trend. So I did actually execute, as you can see, $64. This is the first winning day on this account after being down to 650. I think I'm not exactly sure what the worst equity was on the account. But either way, I just made $64. So this is not exactly the optimal trade, which I was hoping for. And I can tell you exactly what happened. So I was expecting, let me just show you on the 1 minute because that's what I was watching. So during lunch and going into the PM, we had lower low, lower low, lower low, but no real entry over here. And then we had this take out the lows one more time. So let me draw that for you. Take this out. And then we had a bullish breaker. So I don't really care. Somewhere in this area is a bullish breaker because as you can see, we displaced massively above the highs and I was watching this fair value gap. I was a little bit late to my entry because of nervousness. I just couldn't pull the trigger for some reason. Also, I was watching the market kind of after this already happened. I wasn't actually in here for the entry. So that also played a factor. So let me show you what that looks like on the 5-second chart. That was right down in here. So if I saw these equal lows taken out and then signs of this holding bullish, I would have long somewhere in here and I would have tried to take it all the way up to the high. But I was late. I only saw it when it was already up here and I didn't want to long right as it was breaking this high because you never know. It could sweep this one more time before going higher and I didn't want to get stopped out. So my target was this fair value gap right here, clearing up the equal highs, which is exactly what we just got, but I was not able to hold it. So this was my entry right here on this fair value gap as a limit entry, and my TP was at 82, but we did not manage to hit that because I did not partial at this high, which is a mistake on my part. I really should have taken off 2 contracts on this high and 1 on this high, but I was thinking to myself, let me just hold it. And then we had a massive bearish candle right as we broke this high, so it was already too late. I should have had an order in here before it even went up there, but I held it through all of this, and then my stop loss was a little bit too tight. I had it on the open of this fair value gap because I thought this would stay open, but it did not. So then I barely got stopped out for a profit of $25, and I re-entered again because the premise is still the same, the analysis is still the same, and everything is doing what I would expect it to, but my entry and management was pretty poor on this. So then I took another entry over here, and this time I learned from my mistake. I did partial right here, and I had another TP at 82, but I did trail this from down here to halfway past this wick once I took off these 2 contracts on this high. So the runner, which I had for final TP, barely got stopped out once again, but I am happy to book a nice little win. This is by no means a significant win, but still $64 is $64, and that is going in the right direction. So now I have $713. So yeah, small little win, nothing particularly great. This whole move, if I had caught it, would have been 50 points. On 3 contracts, that's $300. But I was not here while this was happening, and I missed the entry. So my entry was somewhere up in here, and I did manage to make profit on it without getting chopped out. So that's pretty good. I will be streaming once again tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to hang out, I'll see you there. If you want to buy accounts, use the Apex code. But with that being said, see you guys tomorrow.